So welcome, everybody. I am overjoyed. My name is Erica Greif. Look, I'm already going to start crying. My name is Erica Greif, and I'm overjoyed to be with you today to offer you this training I call Empowerment for the Empath. Over my years as a shamanic coach, every woman, see, I'm going to cry, every woman who has come to me has benefited from learning and using the 3 tools I am going to share with you today. These 3 tools, I call them vital tools, are tenets, they truly are, that are very important to the walk of anyone who is called to be of service on the planet. So I want you to know that you are in good company. I want you to feel comfortable and know that you are in good company. If I could guess, I would say that you currently are in a place in your life that you are of service to someone else. You are a healer, a mother, a nurse, a caregiver, companion, guide, teacher, light worker, counselor. Just to scrape the tip of the iceberg here of selfless avenues of selfless service. And this does not mean that you get paid for it. You do this just because this is who you are. You have a natural tendency for empathy, to be giving and compassionate, whether in acute situations like the noble rescuer or in an extreme expression like the essential servant. These are all vital archetypes and are a necessary part of a healthy family, society, and global community. So I want you to know that I understand something about you. I think that you want to be able to fulfill your purpose and be aligned with your own integrity, having a vision of how your gifts can be channeled into your life. So I put channeled into an enterprise, charity, or practice, but just into your life somehow. Sometimes having this blessing of empathy as a spirit and a spirit of a free thinker, it can be rough to gain clarity of purpose and passion because you are so empathetic. It is your greatest gift that can be your biggest liability. And I have said this time and time again. You can easily become unclear on what you want because of who you are. First, we need to hone your gifts, then learn to channel them in a way that upholds your integrity. I also believe that something greater than you or I has called us together. And I truly believe this in my heart of hearts. We are all on a journey of self-discovery and aligning with our greatest purpose. You can feel it. I can feel it. Passion and purpose can pull you internally and can cause a deep dissatisfaction with the status quo of your life. I've been there, and this is why I'm here teaching you this stuff. You might be unclear on the details, but what you do know is that you need to manifest something from your depths of your greatness. I am a fellow seeker, and believe it or not, after years and years of doing my personal work and bringing it into this into my practice and sharing it with women, I have the map. And I am honored, truly, truly honored to show you the way. Okay, so let's place our intention. So we're going to call in some help here. So go ahead. Let's just tap into our breathing now. Take a moment to place one word intention, maybe write it down in your workbook or your notes in front of you, or just in your mind, just one word of what your intention for this time together would be. I want you to know that you are held in sacred space here. Please treat this time accordingly with reverence. This is your time. Let's hold it sacred. Go ahead and feel the earth underneath your feet. Become quiet and breathe. Ask the Pachamama, which is the Mother Earth, to hold you here. Place your intention to be open, focused, and present to the gifts offered here today. I call upon all our guides, ancestors, lineage, angels to come and support the shifts that will take place here today. I offer this time to you, all those here with us today, all those who want to be here, and all those that will be here. We are held outside of time, so none of that really matters. We are together. I offer these teachings now as a place of service. My job is to show you that you are not alone and to show you how to walk your path. So I'm going to share with you what I know so that you can come into a place to gain more clarity, stability, and emotional freedom. So take a moment here to tap into yourself, to breathe, to surrender to life, to know that you are in the right place at the right time, and feel the perfection of life wash over you. Yes. And I want you to know, be sure to stay to the end because I do have something special for you. So don't miss that. Okay. So what you will discover in our time together here today. So the first thing you will discover is how disempowerment is a vicious cycle, and I mean vicious. The most important rules for life, the 4 most important rules for life, and we will find your superpower. Believe it or not, you have a superpower. You use it all the time, but I'm going to teach you how to engage it for your highest good and to really, really use it very well. Ruthie in the house. Okay, meet Ruth, one of my clients who offers her testimony here to the potency and importance of this work. She says, I have noticed I am calmer and a clearer decision maker and feel more trusting approaching life's uncertainty. Our work together has been instrumental during a very important moment in life. It has provided the focus, clarity, and the safety to walk through the most difficult year of her life. Thank you, Ruth. I just love that. And so Rumi wants you to know, these pains you feel are messengers. They are messengers. They are trying to teach you something. So let's listen to them. Speaking of messengers and pain, it was an uphill battle, really, for me to get here. And I need to be honest about it. This class, my entire practice, and my 39 years have really given me some good work to work on. This class comes from my deepest times of vulnerability, as do all my major gifts. Going through B school here, so this is Marie Forleo. This is back in 2011. Yep. Going through B school here, I had all the business skills I needed, but I did not have consistent emotional, mental, and physical health that I needed. So I went back to the basics. When I started becoming Luminous Women, which is the name of my shamanic life coaching practice, I was a young mother and I took on too much and thought of my own self-care as something I could fit in, but a secondary priority. I had so much power in my work, so much ambition, and a vision for the growth of my practice and its effects on women's lives. So much conviction in what I was doing and offering to women just boiled inside of me, and I just wanted to make it work. So this picture that you see of me is beautiful, but my body tells another story. What you can't see here is that my soul has done so much work to release past trauma and gain the skills that I needed to really be of service. But I was actually terrified inside of allowing who I was to actually come out into the world because I had forgotten the basics. There were 2 of me at this time, one driven by purpose and inner calling, the other caving under the pressure of motherhood, shamanic responsibilities, and I was hiding behind those go-tos that we are taught from an early age, which in my family was food and alcohol. My body couldn't take the struggle, and I truly became chronically ill. I was trying so hard to make my practice work and to do everything that I needed to do, doing whatever I could do really to patch myself up. I was stressed out and doing the "why me, God?" crying on my kitchen floor. And I'm serious about that. That was me. And I would say to God, you gave me this gift. Why do I feel so alone? And why am I so stressed out? And so something came for me. As I prayed and I watched for an answer, I realized that I needed to revisit my foundation. In particular, my empathic ability. My empathic ability was actually overwhelming and unstabilizing because of the gravitational pull that I felt towards the need of my daughter and those around me, including my husband. My empathic nature had become my greatest liability. This was my moment of clarity. This was my aha, wake up. I gained power right there, right then. I understood there was much more work for me to do, and all I needed to do was start where I had to make the choice to take care of myself first. And this is where I became obsessed with self-empowerment. Absolutely obsessed. Oh, my greatest teachers. Life has constantly challenged me to show up, shut up, and grow no matter what. My path has brought some of the greatest teachers to show me how. These two, my husband, Joseph, and my daughter, Kala, have challenged me to my core. And I needed to rise to the occasion. Having come into this lifetime broken and beaten from lifetimes of battles. And this is where I come upon an honorable initiation into the wounded healer path. My spirit truly longed for the grace to be free from the deep crushing sorrow I carry. And so being a teacher, being a student, being a mother and a matriarch within our family has led me to awaken forces within me, which remained dark until it was time. These two challenged me to become aligned as a wife, mother, shaman, and person of service. And of course, two more teachers here. My selfless, beautiful golden retriever, Lucy, who's obviously very patient, and our Italian honeybees, which I just love and have brought us so much joy and so much beauty. And so this journey is about honoring your path as it is mine. Your life is full and overflowing with people who need you. But we need to hone our gifts first. And you know that, and I need that. I know that. So let's do this together. We need to show up for ourselves first. Then everyone else who relies on us, we can show up for them with our cup runneth over. Awesome. I have been so blessed along the way to have the honor of working with so many rock star leaders and teachers and opportunities to lead others just like you. I've been so blessed to walk this path with so many and continue as I move forward. Good old Einstein, a little bit of inspiration from Einstein. So the intuitive mind is a sacred gift and a rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant but has forgotten the gift. And so our job here today is to make that change first within ourselves. This insight catalyzes the belief that it is our internal power, our witness that needs to be recharged. It is the gift. It is our gift. Self-empowerment to use the gift our way. So, Gina's in the house. Yay! This is my girl, Gina. Just to give you another perspective on the importance of stepping into your own self-empowerment, Gina says, working with Erica, I've learned how to be more positive with my own thoughts, with what I say to others, with my words, with my deeds, in all aspects of life. I now believe in myself more and my abilities to be the highest version of myself. Thank you, Gina. So it is your time. The time to be empowered, to change and to engage your power, to change your life and to engage your power. No longer with fear or overwhelm. We can just ride into this very, very sweetly and easily with healthy boundaries. Okay. It's your time to choose. Are you ready? Okay, type in the chat yes if you are ready. Go ahead, I'm watching. Get a little drink. Good, good. We are ready. Let's do this. Vital tool number 1. Get your workbooks ready if you got them, or a little notes, a little something in front of you to take notes. Let's do this. Oh, Lordy. The triangle of disempowerment. This triangle has taught me so much, and it has taught so many of my clients, and I am just elated to show it to you today. So just sit back and try to absorb this right now, okay? So this is the triangle of disempowerment. I'm so excited to teach you this, by the way. This is a powerful tool, but to understand it, we need to first cover what is an empath. So from my years as an empath, I can conclude that in simple terms, an empath is a person who experiences the emotion of empathy deeply. But empaths, people who really get into it, experience it so deeply that it begins to override our personal needs. This emotion opens the door to compassion, which is absolutely beautiful and necessary. Compassion can heal anything if done well. As women, this is one of our greatest gifts. This is a very sacred and feminine energy. But just as too much of anything is not a good thing, when we lack enough personal focus, we begin to come out of the light expression of this power and into the land of vulnerability. When this happens, we turn our greatest gift into our greatest liability. So the triangle of disempowerment is the sneakiest of habitual patterns of them all. As you can see, there are 3 energetic archetypes here. So the victim, perpetrator, and rescuers. And archetypes are patterns of behavior. Okay, so there are always 3, and there are always these 3. So let's just remember that part. Okay, so let's start at the top. The victim. The victim is an easy one for most of us to relate to. So we're going to start there. The victim is the energy, thoughts, and behavior of wanting pity. Feeling that they did nothing wrong puts a person outside of their driver's seat of life and places the blame for their circumstances on someone else or something else. What does the victim want? Pity, revenge, and validation, which all can be given by another archetype, the rescuer, and then the perpetrator. This is where it gets rough. The rescuer is not innocent here, though. At first pass through the explanation of the triangle of disempowerment, I have had many women say to me, including my own mother, how do I get to be the rescuer? To that inquiry, I cringe a little bit and then begin to explain that we do not want to embody any of these archetypes, but with one distinction and significant exception. The rescuer is an honored archetype of the healer family. And in the light form, it is a very useful member of society. The rescuer has its own light and shadow aspects, as do all archetypes. It is the shadow of the rescuer and the shadow of all members of the healer family that creates the world's easiest entry point onto the triangle. We have been put here to be of service, either to our family, to our community, or to humanity as a whole. What happens when we let our empathic abilities turn into compassion without appropriate boundaries and consciousness, meaning when we don't take care of ourselves and when we don't have a moment-to-moment dedication to upholding our own mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual health, as well as a consciousness of what our own light and shadows really are. If we don't have that, then we fall onto the triangle of disempowerment like moths to the flame. We try to become the rescuer and end up the victim, the perpetrator, or the rescuer again. Okay, so now the perpetrator. Dun, dun, dun. This can be anyone, really. The worst perps or traitors are really parts of ourselves, our own shadow, our own ridicule, our own shame, judgment, blame, curse for ourselves and for others. And yes, the perp can be someone that's outside of you for sure, but they are merely mirroring back something for you to work on. Think of them as a saint doing divine work for you if you can. Now, don't get me wrong here. I am in no way downplaying some forms of perpetration that are nearly unforgivable. In fact, those of us called to be of service carry the heavy burden of such atrocities, needing no actual experience. We carry them and we feel them. And this is why it's so important as empaths and as healers to stand into a place of strength, boundaries, groundedness, and alignment so that we can handle that and we can channel that appropriately. So this pattern of behavior is fraught with disaster for anyone, especially the empath. Being on this merry-go-round with anyone, including God, yourself, life, can be detrimental to your personal wellness and ability to grow in your strengths. By creating healing within yourself, we may be of highest service to others. Staying off the triangle, you'll gain more integrity, self-love, confidence, and power than you ever thought possible. Now, I'm sure you want to know how to stay off the triangle. But before I get to that, write in the chat, have you ever been on the triangle? Now, I chuckle at this because of course you have, but can you sit back in your witness chair and can you really identify it's either with yourself or it's with your spouse, it's with your child, it's with your neighbor, people you work with, your parents. This is all around you, but can you identify it? Go ahead and write it in the chat. Give me some yeses. All right, great. See? Oh, yeah. Thank you, Leslie. Oh, yes. Okay, so that always makes me chuckle to ask that question. All right, so even the Dalai Lama speaks of it. When you think everything is someone else's fault, you will suffer a lot. When you realize that everything springs only from yourself, you will learn both peace and joy. And I really appreciate this because it gives you the opportunity to remember that it is all about you standing in the driver's seat of your own life and really allowing yourself, giving yourself the tools to become empowered on your own. Ready? Vital tool number 2. Here we go. Haha, the 4 agreements. So many of you have heard me say this before, and if this is the first time, I'm so excited as well. Now, you get out your workbooks or get your pen and paper out. We need mind training, and the 4 agreements offer that mind training. So the 4 agreements actually allow for you to make choices that align you to where you need to be so you do not step onto the triangle of disempowerment. They give you 4 tenets, for 4 rules for life, I call them, so that you can stay aligned. So they also fuel your system and they enlighten your mind. Now, most of you have heard or even read this book, The 4 Agreements, and that is essential for your path. If you have read it a long time ago, maybe it's time for you to pull it out. Maybe this will be the first time. Either way, it really, truly is an essential part of any healer, any seeker's toolkit, for sure. Okay, it is taking the triangle, seeing how if we don't follow the 4 agreements, we are instantly on the triangle. Can you see that? If you're not impeccable with your word, if you take everything personal, if you make a bunch of assumptions, that is not you doing your best, and you're going to fall on it easily. Even look at the diagram. There are triangles connected to each other. If you fulfill and use these tools, then you will be on the diamond of empowerment. I love that. Using these agreements, contracts, tenets, These are life rules, rules for the road, like I said. They need to always be working in the background of your system. By agreeing with them, that's why they're called agreements, agreeing with them, they actually go into your belief system. And so then there is a undercurrent of these happening underneath. Okay, so, and you'll be guided by them. All right, so go ahead and write them down. Number 1, be impeccable with your word. So I call this vitamin L, vitamin love, right? Your words have to have love in them. And this is your love for yourself. This is your words need to be full of love for yourself. That your words need to be full of love for everyone around you. And vitamin, anything personal. Vitamin, don't take anything personal. That is just, if I could just say that 1,000 times over, don't take anything ever, ever, ever personal, because it truly is not. Everyone is just mirroring each other. Okay. Don't make assumptions. This one is hard sometimes, and we need to just remember that. And of course, always do your best. So you got a cheat sheet now, right? Because you wrote them down. Where will you put your cheat sheet? So go ahead and type in the chat where you will put your cheat sheet. So you could put it on the fridge, you could put it on your car dashboard, your phone wallpaper, your desktop screen. You can rewrite them on a sticky note or index card and find lots of creative and effective places to put them that would help remind you at key times of the day. For me, these are easy until I have to put my mom hat on at 3 p.m. every day. The car was always a good place for me to have these, so that we started our afternoon homework, after school activities, dinner, bedtime, blah, 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 off to a good start. It really helped. Okay, ready? Vital tool number 3. Dun, da, da, da. Let me go back here. Okay, so guess what? You get to see me. You get to see me. All right, let me see if I can do this. Hello. Okay, sticky note, yes. Fridge, iPhone, home screen, love that. Michelle says sticky note. Lauren says fridge, iPhone, home screen. Ruthie says on her forehead. Well, you can't read it on your own forehead. Oh, maybe on everybody else's forehead. Deborah, thank you. Bedside table. I love them. And of course, I'm sure you've had them fairly memorized. A tattoo, Alina. I love that. Love that. Jen says at work. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm turning me on because I want to teach you something. Vital tool number 3. Are you ready? Okay, so I'm going to stand up. Here we go. Leslie, inside my eyelids. You guys are funny today. Okay, so I'm turning to the side, but I'm going to be turning it down so you can actually see my belly, because that's actually what I want to show you. So we are going to be talking about the shaman's breath, the breath of fire. And this breath will teach you to connect to source, to connect to the earth, to connect to the heavens, and to bring that energy down. These are powerhouse practices that I'm teaching here today. And this is the clincher. Absolutely. This is something that needs to be done on a daily basis. 20 minutes in the morning, connect, bring it in, clear you out, and you'll be ready to go. Okay. So, got to teach you. Now, first thing you're going to do is that you are going to envision in your mind a cord coming out of your root chakra down into the Pachamama, down into the earth. And you're going to feel her connecting right there, right? So go ahead and get yourself comfortable right now. You can stand, you can sit, and envision that for yourself. Good, connecting. And at the same time, from your crown chakra, you're going to allow a luminous cord to go up, 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 up into the universe to the highest source that you could possibly imagine, and chink, anchor right there for you, because you're going to be bringing that beautiful, nurturing, heavenly, solar energy down. Beautiful. Okay. So let's see. Got to look at my notes here. Now, we're connected to source. Got that together. And this is where I'm going to show you my belly. Here I go. Moving this down. Hopefully this doesn't get too wonky for you guys. Okay. Here we go. One more time. One more time. Sorry. Okay. Here we go. So you are going to feel your lower abdomen. And I want you to take a nice, deep cleansing breath into your lower abdomen and breathe so that you feel this and your hand pushes out and in. One more time. Out and in. Good. Okay. So this is where you're going to be breathing into. This is called the bellows breath. You need to breathe deeply, deeply into that, into this space. So I'm going to bring up my camera now. Dun, da, da, da. Okay. Can you see me? Good. Stand back a little bit. Okay. So we are connected to earth. We are connected to sky. You are sitting, you are standing. You understand that you are breathing deep into your pelvis, really letting that breath go in, and you're going to relax those muscles and allow that breath in. Now, for some of us, this could very well be very, very natural and very easy, and you've been doing all your yoga and you're good to go. Others, this might not be natural. For a very long time, we were taught to put on our jeans and suck it all in. And so this breath did not get a chance to get down into the nether regions where your breath really needs to go so that you are empowering your entire system. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is I'm going to tell you that the fire breath is an active exhale through your nose. Ready? Boogies everywhere. And a passive inhale. Just filling it nicely. So you might want to go get yourself a tissue. Okay. That was awesome. Okay. So an active exhale, a passive inhale. Good. Okay. And now, last thing before we can do this is you're going to take a little mudra. Okay. And when we go to the earth, you're going to pull your mudra down behind you. I know you can't see my hands, but I think you get the gist. And then when we go to the heavens, your arms are going to go up and back up, and you're going to take the mudra like that. Okay. Now you can go like this, 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 whatever feels good for you. Okay. But that's the idea. And you're really going to open your chest here because you want to, and your belly, you want this breath to really get deep in there. Okay. So we are going to practice. But before we practice, I want to tell you a couple key things that need to happen after we do the bellows breath. We're going to do it for 15 seconds. Okay. All right. Good to know. We're going to do it for about 15 seconds. So it'll be a deep cleansing breath all the way out. Do the active exhale for about 15 seconds. And then I'm going to say 3-part breath in. That is and this is through your nose. Ready? It's one breath in 3 parts, and you're going to hold it. And then you're going to use your Kegel muscles. Now, we always start with sourcing from the earth. So you're going to use your Kegel muscles, believe it or not, and you are going to pump that energy up from the earth into it, from that luminous cord up from the earth into that root chakra and into the next chakras up. You will actually feel this, right? And then when you need to release, you release. All right. And then we're going to do the same thing for the heavens. We're going to do the fire breathing. Then we're going to do the 3-part breath in, hold, and then kegeling down, 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 down. Okay. All right. So let's just make sure I didn't miss anything. All right. Now you're going to do this at the pace that works for you. Maybe you've done this 1,000 times and you got this flat, no big deal. Maybe this is your first time, no big deal. Okay. So let's just do it together and you do it at your pace. So first thing that we're going to do, of course, we are connected to the earth. I'm going to take my hands in my mudra back here, and I'm really going to open, see, nice and open. I'm going to take a nice deep cleansing breath. And I'm going to begin an active exhale and a passive inhale. Active exhale, passive inhale. Active exhale, passive inhale. Now you can speed it up. Ready? 15 seconds. Go. "15 seconds. Great. Now 3-part breath in. Hold. And use your Kegel muscles. Kegeling up. Believe it or not, I learned this in shaman training. And we're bringing in that beautiful earth energy. You're bringing it in, bringing it in, bring it up, 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 up. I remember one teacher, she was actually yelling at us. Okay, let it go. Take a nice little breath, shake it out. Remember, the first time you do this, this can be a little wonky, but you're going to get it and you're going to feel it. Okay, sourcing from heavens here. Got your mudra. Awesome. You can turn to the side so you can see. Nice deep cleansing breath. Okay, and we're just going to go straight into 15 seconds. Ready? Go. Three-part breath in. And hold. Kegeling down. Kegeling down. Allow that energy to come in, come down, come all the way down. Okay, good, great, perfect. All right, so now I'm gonna sit back down. You would do this every day, 20 minutes, maybe more if you can. And if you want to do it more than once a day, that's great too. Sometimes you need that for sure. You want to try to do it with your eyes closed. And my secret sauce. Smile, and it opens your nostrils, and you're actually able, now, yes, you will get pluggies everywhere, but you're actually able to get more air into your nose, which is really, really great. Okie dokie. Okay, going back to the slide deck. Here we go. Everybody good? Write in the chat. Everybody good? Write in the chat. Give me a yes. Give me a yes. We're having fun. I'm having fun. All right, come on. Whoo, right. Let's go back to the slide deck. Okay. Here it is. Here it is. Yes, yes, Sarah, I'm glad you're having fun. Alina, Jen, glad everybody's with me. Okay, awesome. So, there we go. Can you imagine, is my next question. Can you imagine the powerful effects of doing that every day, as well as using the 3 vital tools, or using the other tools, all 3 vital tools on a daily basis? Wouldn't it be amazing to have all the tools you need to create a life of freedom and ease, fulfilling your inner calling? Deep down in your empathic heart, you want to be of service. How would you feel if you use this and all of these tools every day? I think you would feel amazing, because I have used them, and I know you will feel amazing. Okay, so good old Young says, no tree, it is said, can grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. So when you do your shaman's breath, when you source from both heaven and earth, you are doing 3 rounds of that. And so sourcing from earth and sourcing from heaven is 1 round, and you're going to do 3 rounds of that, and allowing yourself to truly connect to both places. You do, and that 3 rounds usually takes you about 20 minutes. That will allow you to bring in both energies that you truly need for yourself to grow, to expand, and to have the roots that you need. Okay, so I want you to take action. I want you to type the words "I'll do it" in the chat right now if you are excited to empower yourself now and to use these 3 vital tools to become clear, balanced, and connected daily. Now, if I had to guess, I would say, if I had to guess the answer of why you showed up today, I would say, and I am a pretty good intuitive, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, I would say that you want to love your life and to live on purpose. And that you know you have so many gifts to share. And that if you could just align with yourself, that you could really create what it is that you're here to create for your highest calling. And I also believe that you know that if you had the right tools, guidance, resources, practices, and support you needed to create and maintain energetic, emotional, and mental integrity, that you would be empowered and unstoppable. And abundance and success and all it is that you wish for in life would be a natural result of your higher vibration. Well, you get to choose. It is your time to choose. You get to choose to be at the helm of your own destiny. Now, listen, I know that you have taken class after class in all sorts of modalities, or at least have thought about it. Personal training, nursing, Reiki, massage, emotional freedom technique, tapping, yoga, teaching, medical assistant, essential oils, theta healing, role food, nutrition, foster parenting. Oh my goodness, that just scrapes the iceberg because we are here to be of service. And all these things are avenues to be of service. These modalities you have studied, or at least thought about studying, are to support others. They do not, though, they don't give you the essential foundation that all healers have been called to use, and that they need desperately to become the hollow bones that we are truly here to be called, which means that we are light-filled conduits of grace, right? We have to get ourselves right first, feeling balanced, healthy boundaries before we can really be of service. So I know you have studied much, or at least looked into so many different options that your head kind of spins now, and that you just need to choose you. We need to choose to hone and heal you first. Let's take your journey to a higher place of grace and stillness. So now the obvious question here is, I'm sure that you have this for me, is what do I need to do to bring all of this into my life? And so my question for you is, do you want to know, really want to know, how to align yourself with your life's purpose and fulfill your destiny? Anybody want to write that in the chat? Give me a yes, yes. I think so, right? Or else you wouldn't be here. Absolutely. So I have 2 options for you. The first is complicated and confusing. And if this works for you, you go right ahead. The first option is where you keep on doing life the way that you have been doing it, listening from a book time to time, going to kirtan from time to time, or going out to, to see somebody speak every once in a while. And this is really patching yourself up, especially after the holidays or after summertime with stress of family and all the demands on you. And of course, you're always unconsciously just hoping things get better. And what ends up happening is that we blame others and we truly disempower ourselves with our thoughts, thinking, God, why do these things happen to me? Or what the bleep is wrong with that person? Okay, so this is an option. It's probably the one that you've always done, or one that you're pretty used to. But my question here is, like Dr. Phil would say, is how's that working for you? Yeah, if you prefer it, that's great. You are all set. I sincerely hope the tools I have given you here today help you along the way. And but if you're like me, Really, if you're like me and want to learn from those who have gone forth before you because you feel something internally pulling you forward, then let me give you another option. So this is the simple and strategic option. This is the I have done all the mistakes. I have made all the mistakes, so you don't have to option. Now, I am sure you can guess which option I would love for you to go. So are you ready to take your journey to the next step? To take on a simple, smart, strategic way to welcome emotional freedom and integrity? This is how we step off our line of fate and onto our destiny line, creating our own destiny. So I want you to remember something. Nothing I have shared with you here today is theory. I've used every single one of these strategies to support women, myself, and women just like yourself in creating lives of freedom and power. And I want you to know that I'm really not extra special. I have just worked very hard from the ground up, creating a system for myself, then my clients, and now for you as a result of my experience. I am called to be of service, just like you are. I really do believe that all healers have not only the ability, but the right to live a life of freedom and integrity. In fact, this is our way to be of highest service. It's the only way. We have to be really aligned to be of highest service for other people. And if I can figure this out, you can too. And so to that, let me introduce you to Calibrate for Self-Empowerment. This is my online Becoming Luminous Women Shamanic Life Coaching. And Calibrate for Self-Empowerment is the most comprehensive, holistic approach to self-empowerment, utilizing universal laws of transformation to build a rock-solid foundation of emotional intelligence, fostering deep, abiding self-trust while calibrating your energy field and stabilizing your divine path. And here it is. There's our workbook. There it is for you to see. And it's just gorgeous. And so I want you to meet Melissa. This is Melissa, and she has been a client of mine for several years. She has had a path of several challenges, to say the least. She has taken on her life as only a luminous warrior could. Here she is on her wedding day to her husband, Craig, fulfilling a monumental spiritual contract before he was actually able to leave his body, both finding grace and peace with what life had brought to them. She did her work. She aligned with her greatest gifts and created her own power to stand as fearless witness on her own journey. And her testimony is an amazing testament to the power of the shamanic life coaching. So she says, I have had many shifts in my life, from the illness and death of my husband to everyday relationship issues. Working with Erica has been a very positive and supportive experience in both my growth and areas where I continue to grow. And so let's see here. In module 1, let's walk you through the different modules of Calibrate for Self-Empowerment. Okay, so there are 4 modules, and we will be doing one every 3 weeks. We do them just like this on a webinar. We start in April, we end in June. The first one is called Claim Your Foundation, and it is April 1st, Friday, April 1st. Here is where we awaken to remember that we are driving our own boat in a vast sea. We retake the helm and steady the vessel with care. So in module 1, we will be claiming a laser focused practice of just allowing ourselves to be quiet and be a witness. And this is where we really start to use that shaman's breath as well as other practices to get ourselves well honed and quiet so that we can listen to our internal wisdom. In module 1, Claiming Our Foundation, we will also discover that perception is 9/10 of the battle in any battle, We will ask ourselves the tough questions like, what does my soul need to say? And we learn to give ourselves the stability we need to lay down strong roots. Now, in Module 1, we will be taking on 5-element theory, Chinese medicine, 5-element Chinese medicine. We will be taking on the spring, and we will be working with the element of wood. And this is the direction of east in shamanic, in what's the word I want? In shamanic archetypes, this is east, and this is the place of the eagle. And so we will be using eagle medicine through this entire module of 3 weeks, working through that. Module 2 is Stand Your Ground. This is April 22nd. This is a Friday. This is where we get the essential basic tools for living as a healer deep in your system so you can grow tall. We take a good hard look at our relationships and boundaries and really ask ourselves, how is that working for you? Of course, we go through Intuition 101. We really need to know how to use it. And I want to know, what are you doing with it and how are you using it? And then we get into the real good stuff. We talk about survival archetypes. Did you know that there are 4 survival archetypes that are within everyone and that are always operational? And you need to know what they're doing because they could very well be wreaking havoc with how you feel about life. And then, of course, so this is the element of summer, the the season of summer, the element of fire, and the shamanic archetype of the serpent. So we get deep into that medicine. Whoop, whoop. I'm so excited that everybody is hanging on. I love it. We're doing great. Module 3, Know Your Gifts. Okay, so this is Friday, May 13th. Know Your Gifts puts you smack dab in the driver's seat of your destiny, but we need to get the baggage out of there so that you can fly clear and clean. Okay, so in Module 3, we ask the questions about your worth. Listen, I know you're priceless. I know this deep in my soul. My question for you is, do you know it? Do you know it on a daily basis? Can you feel it? And Module 3 will get you there. We will be working for 3 weeks in each module. And in those 3 weeks, we will absolutely we will get ourselves honed in on that question and pull out what no longer needs to be there. And also in Module 3, we will ask within your system, what needs to be acknowledged? What do you need to give away? Who really suffers for you? In you, and what do you give away and don't need to? That is an essential question for knowing your gifts. Also in Module 3, you know your gifts now, great, but do you have the courage to use them? That question needs to be answered absolutely. So we can know that we're wonderful and we can know that we're giving, but do we actually use them, and do we use them well for our own empowerment? Because that's what Calibrate for Self-Empowerment is all about, getting you that foundational place so that you can lift off and be grounded and aligned and centered and focused and have all the foundational skills that you need to bring together, jump off your fate line, really, and get into your destiny. Awana says, this is amazing. Whoop, whoop. You are right, Awana. Thank you. Okay, so this is the shamanic direction of the West. And in the West, this is the Jaguar medicine. Oh man, there is good juice in Jaguar medicine. And in 5-element Chinese theory, this is the fall. This is the metal. This is where there is grief. This is where we need to know our worth. And this is where we actually learn our worth. So Module 3, another rock star. And now Module 4, we hit this home with winter stillness medicine. Okay, so as a person of service, everything within us needs to learn to hold very still. Here we learn the ways of the witness. And so we're cultivating along the way. But in Module 4, the last module, this is where we really sink into that stillness. And so as a person of service, We are leaving a legacy. And so the question is, what is your legacy? As you continue to develop your ability to stand as witness to your internal chatter, what needs to be surrendered here? We are constantly surrendering. So we need to ask ourselves those questions. What's the big stuff? What's the little stuff? What needs to be surrendered? What no longer serves you? And in stillness medicine, in module 4, we commit to drinking only from the sweetest of nectar. Only from the sweetest of nectar that life has to offer us in any situation, being still and letting go of what no longer serves us. And we learn to listen to water. Water has so much to teach us. This is the winter medicine. This is the water medicine. So that is module 4. Now, in Calibrate for Self-Empowerment, what you will create, and you can go ahead and skim through all of this. I'm going to read just a couple because it is power-packed. You will create a power path to the medicine woman you are called to be. Now listen, this does not mean that you have to go out and start a practice and start webinars and telling people about this stuff. You will just allow yourself to align with who it is that you're truly here to be, and you will have appropriate boundaries and stabilization so that you can do this. You can do it well, and you can bring your whole self to your whole life. You will create alignment with the powers of nature to co-create with ease and grace. You will create intuition to sense and adjust your luminous energy field. And you will also create the power to be the change you wish to see in the world. And, you know, Gandhi really, those words constantly ring to me because I get that we are the ones, each individually, need to be the change that we need to be in the world individually first so that the world can change. And so what you will get, the complete foundational shamanic life coaching intensive. So you will get 4 live webinars just like this, discovering foundational energetic medicine. You will also get a workbook, 21-page workbook with each module that you will use daily to integrate everything that is introduced so that you can catalyze all the work that is introduced. This is a call to commit to self-care and growth. You will get to learn who your archetypes are, what they're doing for you, and adjust as necessary. There'll be daily journal prompts, dream intentions, a checklist to support your commitment to self-care and growth, clear questions to uncover your personal experience with each concept, beneficial resources for further optional inquiry if you'd like, and of course, inspirational wisdom from the sages who have come before us. You will also get after each live webinar, you will get a 30-minute Q&A so we can wrap back and forth. You will have a question of the week in the Facebook group, which I will tell you about in a minute, and email to you so that we can we be talking on a weekly basis, sometimes even more. And you will have access to 7 shamanic practice videos. And all of this is online, and all of this is actually housed within a Kajabi membership, which we'll get to in a moment. Okay, so module workbooks. Here's module 1. It's gorgeous. I'm excited for you to get it. And some bonuses. Whoop, whoop. I'm so excited about these bonuses. Okay, so Sunday morning journey. The first Sunday morning journey is April 3rd. These live post-module Sunday morning practices. So the webinar, the live module is on a Friday. That next Sunday, we will be together at 10 a.m. for an hour to do a shamanic journey. Okay, Sunday practices give you the opportunity to explore what gifts and guidance lay in wait for you from your power animals, helper spirits, lineage, and higher self. I truly call it rocket fuel for your self-awareness. Guided by your deepest questions, we will journey together, learning to grow individually and as a tribe of healers. Each live Sunday morning journey will be an hour with 10 to 30 minutes in actual journey. Okay, and let's see here. Hello. Okay, having a little problem. Just a second. There you go. Okay, and bonus number 2 is the private Facebook group. We will create a tribe here. Nothing more powerful than community. This is where the question of the week will be posted for discussion. We will also have the opportunity to buddy up if you'd like, where we'll have the option to teach and learn from each other, from each other's journey. There's no pressure here. It's just another facet for those who feel called. Actually, adults learn the most when they have the opportunity to teach something. And this is truly where tribe becomes invaluable. You made it. Congratulations. You made it. So thank you for staying to this point. I'm so excited. So now you get the Kickstarter bonus. Okay. As a special bonus for sticking around, you gain instant access to a shamanic colleague of mine. Her name is Charlotte Gus. She has made an incredible video to walk you through the shaman's breath. She calls it fire breathing. This will give you a jump start on your practices, and you will look for it in your thank you email. Okay, so my question for you is, are you ready to create the change within you that you wish to see in the world? So I'm guessing that you're probably wondering what the investment is. Well, the entire package, the total value of Calibrate for Self-Empowerment is $2,697. But however, I want to make this extremely accessible to everyone. This will actually be my first run through doing coaching online on this platform. So as a huge thank you from me, we are going to do something special for you. Go ahead, Kim, and put up the bit.ly. And so today, your investment is $97. What I have done is I have created a first run through offer, which is a special price for being the first class to go through this process with me. The power of vulnerability, what a gift. Now, I get to laugh, as the first time through anything is rarely the smoothest, and you get to laugh with me. Now, this really is equal exchange at its greatest. I have broken it into 4 payments. Today, your first installment would be $97 with 3 monthly payments to follow. I have made it as easy as possible for you to get started and begin to create the foundation you need to feel the freedom to grow inside and grow within yourself, and to listen to your own self, and to grow into that luminous woman that you are, and you are here to be. Okay, so you can get started with just $97 with 3 monthly payments to follow, and be ready to start on our first live module, which is a week from this Friday, which is Friday, April 1st. And don't forget, today you will receive instant access to the Kickstart bonus, where my colleague Charlotte will walk you through the entire Shaman's Breath fire breathing sequence, so you can be practiced and ready to start on April 1st. Super excited. So get started today. You have the option of the payment plan or a one-time payment. So once you hit complete purchase, you will receive a couple emails with all the information you need. A thank you and welcome from me, dates and times of all the live webinars and the Sunday morning journeys. Now, no worries. If you can't make all of them, you have a Kajabi account now after checkout, and all the material will be made for you. You will receive all the information you need. Just watch your email. And as always, if you have any questions, I have my team ready to respond. Just email admin@becomingluminous.org, and Kim can go ahead and put that up in case you have any questions right now. So go ahead and let's get started with Calibrate for Self-Empowerment. I'm elated to have a beautiful class of wonderful, luminous warrior women to come and do this class. So we'll be together for 3 months, 4 modules, 1 every 3 weeks, doing the Sunday morning journeys as well every 3 weeks, and just bringing some beautiful brightness and ease into your life. So I want you to know what's going to happen next. So once you go to the website at the bottom, as well as Kim has put it in your chat, which is bit.ly /Erica Greif, you will see, let's see, this is what you will see here. You can either choose full payment today or a payment option. Also, here you will see all the live dates of the modules and journeys. Just a side note here, all of this information will be emailed to you after checkout, so no worries about that. Now listen, carving out time for you is essential. And as much as I know that showing up for anything gets you the most powerful benefits, I understand that we all have the best intentions. But if there is the rare exception that you can't juggle all of life's demands, it's really fine. No worries. If one of the dates of either the module or the Sunday morning journeys conflicts with something that's already on your existing calendar, no worries. Make all of the modules and journeys you can, put a prayer to be with us in spirit, and know that you will receive the replay in your Kajabi account, which you will create at checkout. This is time for you. And so you are dedicating time for yourself so that you can truly hone in on yourself. Now, when you go to bit.ly/Erica Greif, what I want you to do is to look to the right of your screen. You will have both payment in full and a for payment option. Click the option that works best for you by clicking the box. The top one will be the payment option, and below it will be the payment in full option. Choose the option that works best for you, and then click the green purchase or offer button. When you do that, you will be taken to the final step. This is your checkout page. Here, you will be taken to an order form that will just take a minute or two to fill out. This is where your checkout this is your checkout page, where you will fill out the required fields and hit the blue complete my purchase button at the bottom. Once you hit the blue complete my purchase button, you will receive a couple emails, like I had said, with all the information you need. Of course, a thank you and welcome from me, some things from the Kajabi account so that you have a username and password. Before we start on April 1st, you will receive an invitation/notification of the April 1st live webinar jam webinar, as well as an email from me with your first workbook that will be ready for you to print and ready to go. So as we go through the 4 modules, one every 3 weeks, each replay and workbook will be added to your Kajabi account as you go along. You will receive all the info you need as you need it. Just watch your email. And as always, if you have any questions, I have my team ready to respond. Just email us, and Kim will go ahead and put up the email, admin@becomingluminous.org. So now, I am truly very particular in who participates in my practice. I only want the women who really are here to do the work and want to do the shamanic life coaching work and ready to dig their heels in. So that said, I have made a guarantee this way so that you just dedicate yourself to the work of building a foundation. So here's my guarantee. If you do the work, you show me your results, and you're still not satisfied, I'll give you a refund. It's not a big deal. Okay, so I bet you're wondering why E=mc². So my job here is to stand on top of the equal sign of the equation, which means that I stand with you. I hold your hand and we stand very, very close. Okay, we stand very, very close to the equal sign, and we see if we can witness what is coming through. So from this height, this truly is a high perspective eagle medicine. We can watch how the energy enters our system. Each module, which happens on Fridays at 10 a.m., as well as the journeys are Sundays at 10 a.m. Each module, I introduce the concepts, and then I set you off on the workbook to do very deliberate homework and practices to put rocket fuel in your journey for your destiny. When we calibrate, which is defined as to mark a gauge or instrument with a standard scale of reading, we program our systems like a GPS to know what self-empowerment actually feels like. because we are witnessing the energy from a high perspective. Okay, so let's get you started today. Again, your 4-payment plan of $97, today's investment is $97, or one-time payment of $379. As always, if you have any questions, we are ready to respond. Go ahead and Kim, put that in the chat as well as the bit.ly. Wonderful. Now, I want you to know, so in the checkout, you will see a place to email or call us if you need any extra support. If you have some burning questions right away, you can always put them in the chat right now and send them straight to admin or moderator, and Kim will get that. I will be taking questions in a moment, so we can do that, or you can send an email through your checkout, just like you see here. Okay. And once we check off the, once we jump off the chat, you can post your questions to my Facebook page as well. And Kim will put up my Facebook. It's called Erica Greif, but it's Facebook.com/Becoming Luminous. And we will be checking that to make sure anybody who has questions will get the answers. Okay. And so now about an hour ago, you might have jumped on this webinar thinking, am I an empath? Where do I start figuring this out? Calibrate for Self-Empowerment is a program that supports you sifting through your foundation to see what needs to say, what needs to go, and what do you need more of to support yourself to feel nurtured, held, safe, centered, grounded, and yet light and free. Here is the place where you find out your greatest gifts, including how much of an amazing empath you are. And so that is a great place to start. And so or maybe an hour ago, you jumped on and thought, I don't really feel comfortable with being of service. Although if you really think about it, if I really think about it, I've always been of service. Or maybe you don't feel comfortable with showing your true colors. It feels vulnerable, big, terrifying, and at the same time, kind of terrific. Or maybe you don't feel comfortable because maybe you truly know your gifts, but you're not necessarily confident and need guidance to create the integrity that you need to be able to bring them out into the world. This program will hold your hand through your journey. You and only you can discover the mysteries, skills, and gifts that are waiting in your system to be given a foundation to stand on and a loving place in your life to bloom. Integrity is #1 priority as a healer and as a person of service. You will have the opportunity to remember a space within yourself. This space is known as truth. Here, you will use this space as your touchstone to check all of your choices against. Practicing this gives you the opportunity to have an internal sense of what will uphold your integrity, what is your next step on your path, and what you need to take that next step. Or maybe you were thinking, is this what I need? Calibrate for Self-Empowerment is the structure to get you to your personal truth. It is the structure. It is the stepping stones to opening your truth and walking into it with grace and freedom. This program holds your hand, walks you to the garden of your spirit, and teaches you how to see, feel, and understand how to tend and grow your own garden. Now, quite possibly, you could be having the common experience that all seekers of the truth process experience. The internal call of the soul that the mind can't process. It is a mystical experience to have your soul respond to your outer world, pulling you towards what it needs most. This work, shamanic life coaching, is for your spirit. It is for your soul. Listen to it. If you feel an internal pull, a pull internally that you can't explain with your mind, then you could be, it could be your higher self jumping up and down, trying to get your attention and to get you on the right path. I have experienced this so many times, and eventually we learn to surrender and follow our spirits. Only you can do this work. Only you can want more for yourself. Only you can change your world first, then the sky's the limit. Remember, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear and poof, here I am. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Okay, so what I want to do now is I'm going to start the countdown timer. For the next 15 minutes, we are going to take some live Q&A, some live questions. So Kim, I am ready for those. Let me just get a drink here. Kim's going to continue to put in the live chat the bit.ly URL so that you can go and register for Calibrate for Self-Empowerment. Great. I'd love to hear all of your questions about Calibrate for Self-Empowerment. So this is your time to ask your questions. Please do take advantage of it. I am here with you live now to help you. So Kim, go ahead and send over the first questions that have already come in. And so the cart closes in 15 minutes. Until then, you will have the opportunity to get instant access to the bonus. That's the Kickstarter bonus that I talked about with Charlotte Gush. Access to that to do the shaman's breath so that you can be practiced by the time we start for our first module, April 1st at 10 a.m. This will give you a little over a week to practice that and be ready for our first module. Okay, let us see. I'm just going to, all right, Victoria, what time of the day are the modules given? Okay, so Victoria, the modules will be given 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, both the modules as well as the Sunday morning journeys, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then they will go into the Kajabi account, so that into your Kajabi account, and then you can listen to them at your convenience if that doesn't work for you, but really getting on live would be rock star as well. Okay, let's see. Sinton, okay. Feeling more educated, thank you, and thank you. I'm super excited about that. So tell me more about workbooks. All right, good. Good. Tell me more about, okay, good. I'm just reading here. Go ahead and send in your questions. All right. Okay. Deborah, I love your question. And let's see, I would love to work or answer that question via email. So make sure that Kim has your email there, or go ahead and email admin@becomingluminous.org, and I would love to have that conversation with you, but I will share a little bit here. Deborah is asking if I feel that this course would benefit me in healing from a very rare neurological condition by working on my state of mind, breathing, and focus. So I truly view any disease as a place for us to work. So whatever it is that comes into your life that is a challenge, it is our job to show up as best as possible. And Calibrate for Self-Empowerment puts you in that driver's seat so that you start to untether yourself from things that no longer uphold your highest good, so that you can show up to heal, to bring in the power that you need to heal. So Deborah, I would love to continue that conversation with you if you would like more information about that. If not, great. I would love to see you as a part of the course. We will do great things together. I'm quite sure of it. Okay, beautiful. Jen, the modules take place when I'm at work. Is it possible for the replay? Absolutely. So this is the beauty of the Kajabi account. When you check out, it instantly makes a Kajabi account for you. Kajabi is a platform where all of the teachings will be held, and all of the resources, all of the workbooks, everything will be in one place. You will have an account. You log on, it's all there for you. So yes, after any module, after any journey, every workbook, any extra resource I put in there, you will have it so that you can participate when you are able to. Absolutely. Okay, Victoria. Okay, is there a difference between participating in the modules live versus getting the playback from Kajabi? Okay, so I truly believe that we are outside of time. So if we're talking about that, no, there's no difference. If you have questions, if you want to come and be in Tribe, because we're going to have a 30-minute Q&A after both the modules and the journeys. If you have questions, maybe, you know, that's always a great time to bring them. But you do have the resource of the private Facebook group, and you can post any questions there. And as well as you can always email me if you ever have any questions. So you do your best, right? You come on live if you can, or you do the replay in the Kajabi account. We are still a tribe and we are still together, and we will connect in different ways. Like I said, through the Facebook group. That's why it's there. Awesome. Okay, keep them coming. Keep them coming. We are doing good. We got 9 minutes left. The cart will be closing, and then at that point, the Kickstarter bonus will no longer be available. Okay, keep them coming. I'm so excited. So go ahead and go to bit.ly, bit.ly/Erica Greif, ErikaGreiff, for you to register and get on board for Calibrate for Self-Empowerment. We're going to be starting in a little over a week. So you want to get in there, get your Kickstarter bonus going so that you can practice your empowerment, or you can practice your shamanic breathing techniques. And that would, and you'll be all ready to go. Okay, keep them coming, Kim. Oh my goodness, this was so much fun. I hope you guys had fun. This was great. All right, so let's see. Another question here would be, what time of the day? Of course, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the modules as well as the journeys. A question here, how about, okay, this comes from Loretta. She says, I've never done shamanic journeys before. Will you teach me how to do them, and will I get comfortable? Absolutely. The first module, the first shamanic journey that we go through, we actually do take that entire time to really get comfortable. So whether you have done this many, many times before, a couple times, or this is your first time, we will really give everybody exactly what they need so that we can go in deep, we can feel held, we are walking hand in hand through the journey. Great question. Thank you. Let's see here. Keep firing them at me. You got 7 minutes. Good, good. Okay, 6 minutes. Go ahead and go to bit.ly, bit.ly. I don't know why I always want to say -bit.ly// Erica Greif, ErikaGreiff, to register. Any more questions? Anything coming through? Okay, we have a question here. Okay, let's see. Sandy says she would like to know more about shamanic life coaching and how it differs from life coaching. So I love this question. Thank you so much for this. The difference between shamanic life coaching and life coaching is where we start from and where we end. So shamanic life coaching is spiritual coaching. Life coaching is just skimming the surface, in my opinion. So being a shaman, I'm pretty deep. Being an intuitive, I'm pretty deep. I like to take things deep into the waters that they need to go. And I want to go into the places that that bind us up, and just pull the wind out of our sails. And so we do this in a shamanic way. We do this in an energetic way. Okay. Just want to give a shout out. Nice to Ruth Ann. Thank you for purchasing. Welcome to the tribe. Great. Leslie, awesome. Great to see you. See you on April 1st. Good. We got 5 minutes. Good. I love this quote here. It says, working with you feels like you're opening up to your best friend. Only she has magical powers. Good old Jen. I love that quote. That's so good. Okay. Cart's almost closed. Make sure you go to bit.ly/Erica Greif. Suzanne, thank you for jumping on Calibrate for Self-Empowerment. Thank you. Super excited to see you April 1st. Anna, awesome. Come be in tribe. Super excited. This is an amazing tribe of luminous warriors here. Diane, great. Amazing tribe. Great. Calibrate for Self-Empowerment. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes, 41 seconds. Then we will be closing the cart. Any other questions? Go ahead and go to bit.ly/Erica Greif to get on to Calibrate for Self-Empowerment. Three minutes till cart closes. Great. Elizabeth, thank you so much. I'm super excited to have you in our tribe. Calibrate for Self-Empowerment. Super excited. Okay, so we got 2 minutes left, but I'm going to take down that and stop screen sharing. Whoa. And so that you guys can see me. Hi. Okay. Iwana, I posted a question. Can you see it? How can I, let's see. Iwana says, should I scroll up here? Okay. Okay, good. Iwana says, oh, sorry. How can I continue to help the others and keep them in light if they are so closed up? This is all about your work, baby. It's all about yours. You can't control anybody else. Absolutely. Okay. Sorry, guys. I think we had a little tech issue there, so I couldn't see all the questions. Okay. Iwana. Okay, so we can revisit that on email for sure. Leslie, I love you too. Okay. Okay. Deborah wants to know, this was wonderful. Thank you. And thank you, Deborah. How long after the course will the modules be available? I will have them in Kajabi after, I don't know, 12 hours. So if we do them at 10 a.m., I will have them done and in Kajabi by that night. Okay, so she's prepping to move across the country, and being very ill, I am sure. Okay, good. Yeah. So it'll be there for you all the time. And so that you know, in Kajabi, these things are evergreen. So anytime that I do an update or something changes with the module, you will get all of that. So if I decide to add something to a module that maybe we've gone through, you will get that. If I decide to add, if I feel that, more resources need to be put into a module, I will add that. So all those things will be into the Kajabi account, and you will always have access to this. Absolutely. Okay. Okay, good. Whoop, whoop, Jen just signed up. Got that, put it up. Nice. Okay. Okay, Victoria says that she has difficulty focusing and concentration. Yeah, so we're going to need to, work on that for you. Absolutely. So jump in. Let's calibrate for some self-empowerment for you personally. Okay. All right, let's see. Victoria says, please. Okay, I'm just reading the chat, guys. Sorry. Okay, good. Just making sure I'm answering everybody's questions. Okay, good. All right. Okay, so the cart is closing for the bonus, but the cart overall will be open for the next week, and you will be getting emails about that. Just to remind you, if you haven't been ready to sign up, you got a week to do it. So let's get this together. Don't worry, you'll get an email. You'll be seeing my emails all about it, because I want to support you. And this this program is just a place, it comes from a place of my heart, and I want to offer it to you. And if you're ready, I want to be there when you're ready. Okay, so I want to thank everybody so much. I want to thank my Kim. She is my VA today, and I want to thank each and every one of you for being on today. I'm so thankful that that you showed up today, and I'm just overjoyed. So thank you, and I will see you calibrate for self-empowerment. Okay, take care.